Hey guys, so I just wanted to do another fun video, and that is about chickens. So anyway, as you guys know, we have chickens. Um, I remember the first time, well, my husband, when we were dating, he had kind of mentioned that he wanted to get chickens, and I don't think I completely took him seriously until he showed up to our work with a little box, and it had two little baby hens inside of it. Those were our very first two chickens, and that was rotisserie and hen hawk, even though no, we did not eat them. Um, and so that is what kind of started our chicken journey. So right now, like I'm pretty sure I've told you guys, we have four. And even though two should be laying, only one is. The other ones get to live out their chickie days as backyard moochers and just get spoiled. So anyway, I wanted to give you guys some fun facts about chickens because it's really interesting and they are really fun. And they're just so smart and everything else. So here are some really cool facts about chickens. All right. So 25 facts you probably didn't know. Let's see what their opening thing is. Chickens are one of the most researched and studied animals in the world. Because of this, we know lots of fun and interesting chicken facts. Have you ever wondered about how fast chickens can run or if chickens can see color? Chicken keepers are always searching for new and fun facts about chickens. This is sadly true. Some people may wonder about more serious questions like where do chickens come from? I don't know, other chickens, and are white eggs more nutritious than brown eggs? And other people wonder about more trivial facts like if chickens are colorblind or if chickens can recognize their keepers. Um, so, are you interested in learning the answers to some of the questions you may never have thought to ask or think about? Well, you're going to find out anyway. All right. Chickens can run at 9 miles per hour. Now, if you have ever tried to catch a chicken, um, yeah, that's a lot of fun to keep up with. It says a chicken can run a mile in about 6 minutes and 40 seconds with a top speed of 9 miles per hour. They will vary depending on the breed, fitness level, and disposition of the individual chicken. Now, if they are crazy like our chicken Francine, she may be old, but she's fast. Um, she's hard to catch. And guess who's the chicken catcher? That'd be me. Um, Chickens do not sweat. In general, chickens are better equipped to handle cold weather rather than hot. And that is very true. We have the hardest time trying to keep our girls okay in summer than we do winter. And it says this is mainly due to their feathers. In order to cool down, they will drink water or flap their wings to get rid of some of the body heat. When overheated, they will also pant. Yes, and that is when you see them panting, you really need to try to do something. My husband installed like a sprinkler system for them, which, by the way, they managed to destroy. And even though he put, it's like, what is it, babe? What is that stuff? It's a PVC glue. Yeah, he's just nodding. Yeah, it's PVC glue type stuff, but it's safe, for the water systems. Um, they managed to somehow bust the pipes, and I don't know how they did it, but they did it. So then when you turn it on, it just floods a certain area instead of acting like a sprinkler system. Anyway, also to heat up, what they do is not only do they huddle together, but they fluff out their feathers. Um, and that is what traps in their body heat, which is not unlike what happens to, like, say, the hair on our arms or something like that. So it's just really interesting how our creator works and how he designed us all. um, it says there are more chickens than humans in the world. How many chickens are there in the world? There are currently more than 20 billion chickens. For reference, in 2018, there were over 8 billion humans. And those are just the ones that, they surveyed, I guess. I don't know. Um, brown eggs cost more than white eggs. Some people believe that brown eggs cost more than white eggs because brown eggs are more nutritious or organic. However, both brown eggs and white eggs are equally nutritious, and white eggs can also be organic. The cost difference is due to the fact that the brown egg producing hens generally eat more and cost more to keep than the white egg laying hens. All of ours will always produce like turquoise. So I don't know, but that's just the breed that you get anyway. Um, it does depend on the breed as to what color eggs they lay, which is really interesting. Oh, back up here. So these pretty colors. Yeah. So like this color here, this turquoise, that's what ours lay. The one that passed away, she laid ones like this. But yeah, anyway, interesting. Chickens do not take baths, not in water, not with water and soap. Instead, they take dirt baths. This involves fluffing up their feathers with some dirt and using it to clean their bodies. It scrubs off dead skin cells and gets rid of oil buildup. This all helps to keep their feathers fresh and clean. Interesting, if there is no dirt available for dust baths, then chickens will go through the motions. This is like taking a bath without water for humans. And what will freak you out the first time they do it, when they're hot, they will go in the dirt, but they'll spread themselves out and then kind of lay sideways. The first time I saw our chicken do that, I got so scared because I thought she died, but she didn't. She was just cooling down. Hens do not play favorites with their chicks. So whoever gets to the food bowl first, that's who eats first. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. Chickens can recognize people. Yeah, they really can. Chickens can recognize and differentiate between people with different faces. They also seem to prefer people with beautiful faces. Oh, is that why my girls love me? Just kidding. Okay. Had to make a joke. Anyway, they love all of us. Some traits that define a beautiful face include symmetry and proportions. Chickens are not colorblind. Chickens actually have great vision, better eyesight than we do. They are even able to see differences in colors that we cannot see. As little chicks, they are able to easily sense their way around obstacles and even differentiate between high and low spaces. This all develops relatively quickly, usually within 2 days. For reference, this level of sight development takes weeks and months to develop for other animals like kittens. Okay, humans aren't animals, but okay, humans too. And this one was one of the ones that really surprised me. But chickens know their name. Although chickens have been known to communicate through sound, okay, who cares about scientific evidence that chicken knows their names? They do. It says, however, it's possible that you and your chickens have experienced that, especially around the time where you feed them, and they seem to respond to their name being called, which they do. Like, I won't even always have food, but I'll ask the other girls, or I will call for one by name when I can't find her. And generally, she does come out. Now, if they're feeling stubborn or broody or whatever, then I have to use bread to coax them out, or just open up the coop door, or you know what I mean, like the nesting box to find them. The most expensive part about keeping chickens is feed, and that's not even really that expensive. The feed will last you a long time. Um, and it doesn't even cost that much to buy them. It's honestly the most expensive is the startup, because you have to, well, especially if you have like adult chickens and then you have baby chicks, you have to keep the baby chicks separated. You have to keep them warm, not in your house. And so there's a lot to going to either startup or putting baby chickens to the side, because you have to wait until they're pretty much full grown to introduce them. And then you introduce them at night when everyone is calmed down. And that is, or you can kind of do 2 different coops with the fence in the middle till they get to know each other. So there's many different ways you can do it. But I mean, once you get past that, they're really not that expensive at all. And they love bread and strawberries. That is like their top food, like little treat preference, I should say. Not food. You want to make sure they have good food, organic food if you can. Chickens start to peck at 3 days old. Pecking order behavior does not start until after the chicks are at least 3 days. Once they are 16 days old, the fighting or pecking order starts. In all female flocks, the pecking order is generally established at 10 weeks, whereas the male flocks take much longer. So it says, do hens need sunlight to develop a hard shell? Although sunlight is an important element for healthy egg laying, sunlight is not needed. Instead, it's the calcium from their diet that is responsible for producing hard eggshells. And yes, that's true, but you do want to give your chickens outside time. Like, do not just keep, that's so awful to just keep them closed up. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Hens only use one of their ovaries. Okay, interesting. What causes double yolked eggs? So it's caused by two yolks being released by the ovary at the same time. But double yolk eggs do not hatch into two chicks. Unfortunately, that does not give you two chickens, so you don't get chicken twins. Often it doesn't even hatch at all. So a lot of times it's non-viable. But also keep in mind, guys, if you don't have a rooster, you're not going to get baby chickens. So if you just have hens and they're laying, those are not baby chickens. Okay, so there was nothing there really. You can usually, so what color egg will they lay? It's for the breed. Just look up the breeds. Yeah, ours was mostly always turquoise, which was interesting. But again, we tend to get like a certain type of chicken breed. A darker yolk is not more nutritious. Chickens are one of the few birds to have a comb and wattle. Okay, they are not. Okay. They're descendants of the jungle fowl. Interestingly, chickens were originally kept for sports and were a common form of entertainment at the time. They were not used for food. I mean, that's good news. Yeah, like I said, we don't eat our girls. We never did. And I think I said this before in my Just for Fun video. Even when I did eat meat, I would feel so bad bringing home chicken. I would like hide it and walk past them like I didn't have anything. Yeah, I would always feel really guilty. But I'm a vegetarian now, so we're all good. A cloudy egg white means the egg is fresh. That's cool. Since carbon dioxide has not had a chance to escape yet. And also, yes, the bloom on the outside of the egg, like once you wash the egg, you do need to refrigerate it. But up until then, you actually don't need to for like 3 weeks. They'll keep. But then if you want them to last longer, then keep them unwashed in the refrigerator. But always, just before you use them, wash them with water that is warmer than the egg. That will keep bacteria from getting into the egg or into the part that you eat anyway. Let's see. Different chickens have different combs. Will I get salmonella if I eat raw egg? It says these days it's incredibly rare to find a chicken infected with salmonella. I guess that helps my paranoia. However, caution should still be practiced. I don't know why you would want to eat a raw egg. Like, why is that a thing? Maybe in cookie dough, but still, no. Ew. I'm good. Yes, but it's always best to wash and cook them thoroughly before eating. I fully agree with that. Yeah, better to be safe than sorry for sure. Can chicks survive without a hen? With the help of an attentive flock, owner chicks will be able to survive without a mother hen. We've had to do that, obviously. When we got baby chickens, we took care of them. And it is a lot of work at first. I mean, once they grow up and you put them in the coop, they pretty much become self-sustainable, and they're just out there. And back to the entertainment thing. They are very entertaining. They're pretty funny. I don't know what kind of entertainment they were used for before, but they have quite the personality and they're so cute. But so it says, but however, in the wild, chicks will die without the mother hen, of course. Although some behaviors come naturally, chicks learn many of their survival skills by watching other chickens. For example, For example, chicks do not know how to drink water at birth and must be taught to dip their beaks in water. That's weird. That I didn't know. Ours, ours tended to just figure it out. Maybe because they had it figured out before we got them. Maybe because they don't sell them in the stores until you know what is it? At least maybe a week or so old. Let's see. Chicks can identify their mother. Um, chickens do not need to forage to survive. As long as they are provided with enough food and water, then chickens do not need to forage. However, in the wild, foraging is their primary source of nutrients and resources. They will spend over half their time foraging for food and snacks. And it's really cool because I like to just sprinkle their treats and stuff like on the ground. It gives them something to dig for and kind of just scratch around. Um, oh, and they poop a lot. Like they poop so much. It's so crazy how much chickens poop. Um, but what's interesting about that though is in winter to keep them warm, another way to keep them warm, you actually don't want to clean out their coop. You want to just keep layering bedding on top of the poop because then it decomposes and then it acts as like their own personal sauna, which is gross for us, but it works. Like, right. So that's okay for them. Yeah. So if you have chickens, because we decided to stop using a heat lamp, the risks outweigh the benefits. And really, again, they really do so much better in winter than they do summer because they huddle together. They can keep warm. And also, not only does the heat lamp keep them from being able to adapt to cold weather, because say like power goes out or whatever, it also actually disrupts their sleep cycle. So that's kind of something else you don't want to do. Because if they have light all the time, it disrupts them being able to sleep. It's probably kind of irritating for them too. Another interesting fact is that hens, so when you have no roosters, what hens will do is they will, and we have one that does this. One of them, in order to establish the pecking order, so say their pecking order is feeling threatened, they will actually crow like a rooster. But she's a hen. We know for a fact she's a hen. But they will actually do that just to establish their pecking order. So they get mad and offended and they start to crow like a rooster. She doesn't do it all the time. It's very few and far between, but it's kind of funny when she does it. Like, what in the world is going on with this chicken? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was interesting to read some things. And thankfully, this one did not talk about them coming from dinosaurs because we know that's not true because dinosaurs never existed. But anyway, this was just a really fun video I wanted to do for you guys, and also just kind of share one of my loves that, makes this place a zoo with you guys. And of course, check out that Just for Fun video if you guys want to see pictures of the chickens and hear more about the personal stories of the chickens. But this was just all about the fun facts. Anyway, it'd be great if you guys have a good day, and it'd be nice to talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.